Today we are talking about one of the coolest and fastest guys with the best game in the PPA. He has a strong social media presence as well as a podcast and some good teaching content. You may know him best for his chainsaw serve that scored him multiple wins before it was banned, and he's actually the reason why we have a lot of serving issues today. Ladies and gentlemen, Zane Navratil. Okay, so we're not really going to be talking about him. We're going to be diving into his signature paddle, the 13mm Zane Navratil signature paddle. If you guys end up liking this review, take $20 off your purchase by using our discount code BrionesPB on the ProXR website. Let's geek into it. This is a 13mm paddle with a T700 ultra raw carbon fiber surface, which gives the ball that good spin you need to place at the feet of your opponents. On the inside, we have the regular honeycomb core, and the one thing I love about this paddle is what they put on the rim. Shock foam edge guard. If there's a mishit on the paddle, this technology is supposed to disperse vibration from contact and improves a consistent effect on the ball during play. I like reinforced walls because it does make a difference in the forgiveness of the paddle. The first thing you will notice is the 6-inch handle, which essentially gave me room for the old Tui. In length, 16.5 by 7.5 inches. So backhanded drives, topspin dinks, or just two-handed putaways were a lot of fun. The grip was a bit small in circumference, so I had to put a grip on top, and that made a lot of difference. I tried out multiple ways of playing with this paddle, stock first and then customized. I'll just say that you're not going to like playing with this paddle with no customizing. It'll probably give you a little bit of issues, so definitely add some lead tape. I don't think I lasted 10 minutes without lead. Once I added weight to the bottom and both sides of the paddle, I felt a huge difference in forgiveness and control. Remember, this is a 13mm, so it's gonna have more power and pop, whereas a 16mm, you have more control and power, and it's more forgiving. If you're gonna be slapping balls left and right, the 13mm should make you very happy, but if you want more of the control, I would stick to the 16mm. It still hits pretty hard, if not better. This is almost comparable to a Selkirk elongated paddle that I recently reviewed, but I think it's a smidge better. It feels a lot more durable with the added weight, and all around it just feels solid, and it feels like it's just not going to break anytime soon. The swing weight is 115, which means at this range, it's a good balance between power and maneuverability. It will offer a moderate swing weight, providing players with a good combination of speed and control. It's a good base to customize your paddle and make what you want out of it. The twist weight is 5.6. On my scale, that tells you it's a low stable paddle, meaning it's got more flexibility and responsiveness, but may be prone to twisting or torque during your shots. As the twist weight increases, which we did with some lead tape, the paddle becomes more stable, providing greater control and stability, but potentially sacrificing some of the responsiveness and feel, which I was actually okay with. So brings me to my point. The sweet spot stock is kind of flimsy, and when you make contact with the edge of the paddle, it does rotate in your hand, either forcing an error or putting the ball in a place you don't want it to go. Other than that, without weight, it kind of feels like a sweet spot trainer. You mishit a ball and it could potentially ruin your flow during the game. Taking drives from your opponents is never fun, especially when the random ball catches the edge of your paddle. The added tape gave me a lot of confidence in my resets and drop shots. It was a huge difference in spin and placement. The drop shots could dip and force some pop-ups as well as some aggressive dinking I was able to achieve. Switching front to back in hand battles was very easy, and because of the extra time in milliseconds, it made all the difference winning those fast hand exchanges. The more elongated, the more whip. Overhead smashes were some of my favorite shots, especially with this paddle. Making contact at the top of this paddle made putaways easy and hard to get back. Compared to the Kevlar elongated Selkirk, I didn't get as much spin as I had thought. I think it would be an even deadlier paddle with a Kevlar surface. Just throwing that out there, ProXR, might be a good idea. Just saying. Overall, if you're a single specialist or an advanced player, this paddle is going to give you success in terms of power and placement. In doubles, you're going to gain a lot of success in overpowering your friends and putting the ball away much quicker. I recommend this paddle for the advanced player and those looking to gain an edge in passing shots and being aggressive at the kitchen line. If you are more of a beginner type player or a control player, I recommend a 60mm so that you can control the ball better and have more forgiveness with your dinking and placement game. Overall, this is a solid paddle. It should last you a long time. If you are a 13mm player, then you'll know to definitely add some weight for a bit more control and forgiveness. But since pickleball is going in the direction of ultimate power, this paddle might just be up your alley. This paddle goes for $209, but remember, you guys can take off $20 off this paddle from the ProXR website with our discount code. Thanks again guys for listening. See you on the courts.